So yesterday I did this Reddit thread where this woman was trying to get some advice on what to do because she dropped her husband's chili and it just created some big emotions in her husband. He flipped out. He started sulking. She tried to appease him. She apologized. She wanted to know could she go buy him something. She offered her leftovers. He just could not be consoled because she dropped this chili and he was inconsolable. It created a whole downward spiral to the point where he was just like, I don't want to live anymore. It was very dramatic. I did a dramatic reading. You can find it on my both my TikTok pages and YouTube. I was drained. I needed a second cup of coffee. I was drained from one incident in this woman's life. And I saw that she had already started doing updates, but I was too drained yesterday to even do the updates. And it is not even my life. I want to divorce this man for this woman, but alas, she's still with him, I suppose. So let's get into some of the comments. Like I said, they went to dinner. She wasted some of his chili, and it was just a big thing. So let's see what happened. In her story, she mentioned that she had issues with her family not apologizing, and she was actually also in therapy. This blue comment is the OP. She says, we both have ADHD. I read him a letter I wrote today, and he was really silent after that, had his arms crossed. He was blaming his depression and anxiety, and I said, I have it too. He says, so you should know. And she says, I don't take my feelings out on you. I look to you for support. He says, I feel like you don't understand me anymore. I'm going to send you a TikTok. And it was a TikTok about raising ADHD children and the consequences. And I was confused. I said, this is about parenting. So this is just where she's talking about their childhood or their issues that they are currently dealing with. They're both dealing with them, but he treats her dramatically different. Someone in the comments asked her, what exactly are you getting out of such an exhausting relationship? All of your time is spent catering to his emotional problems and toddler tantrums. Imagine how much more time you'd have in a day if you weren't managing his emotions. He is emotionally abusive, and that is his fault. And then the OP says, he is so funny and sweet. He's very caring. He loves our pets. This is the first time we fought in a while, but my problem is that when we do fight, this is the cycle. When my parents fought, no one ever apologized and they just moved on like the fight didn't happen. My husband and I don't do that. We try to resolve things, but when I get upset, I have to try really hard to not bring up past fights. I told him our communication breaks down. So you see here in this comment, she's trying to justify why she's still with him, even though she knows that it's not particularly healthy. Um, so they are actually seeing she talks to a therapist, and they both collectively talk to his sister. But this dude needs a therapist, and he needs to be single. Okay, so she gave an update. This response has been really overwhelming. When I posted on Reddit before, I would only get a few comments. My parents were in an abusive relationship growing up, and I promised myself I'd never be in that situation. After I made the post last night, he sent me a text saying he wanted to be alone for a while. I said, what does that mean? Apparently, it wasn't about the chili fries. It was chili fries covered in chili. I forgot it wasn't just chili. It was about how everything is the me show and how I don't listen, that he hates where he lives, but he did it for me because it's what I wanted, that I never make any sacrifices for him, that he's been supporting me through being unemployed and in school. I said, what's wrong with what I want? All I ever want is the best for him and us. When I say I want to go on vacation, it's because I want to have a fun experience with him and share something special. He thinks when I say I want to go somewhere, I'm forcing him to do it, and I don't. He says he misses his family and that he only sees them a few times in the past year. This was a low blow, but I said, and who bought the plane tickets every time? I told him he needs to go to therapy. To those of you saying perhaps he has a mental illness, yes, we both have depression and anxiety. Reading your comments has been difficult. I knew something was wrong, but I thought it was me. I never thought he was emotionally abusive. I just thought he needs to I just thought he needs therapy. I love to travel and do things, and whenever I ask for us to go somewhere, He's always too tired. And there's been times I go without him, and my mom will be disappointed because she wanted him to join us, and he'll be like, "Oh, I hate your mom always gets disappointed when I don't go somewhere and is so pushy." I said, "She wanted you to join." And he's like, "What about what I want? I'm tired. I want to stay home." We always stay home. Man, like I said, this sounds draining. She doesn't recognize that this is a different kind of abuse that she grew up in. It's just a different flavor, but it's still a terribly unhealthy situation. So this is some of the commentary. I do not believe that she has made it up in her mind that she needs to leave. That is what I am assessing, because she keeps writing all this, and the cycle is not done for her because she's not tired enough yet. Y'all tell me what you think. Join the conversation, like, comment, share.